Capcom is back!
Yeah!
Welcome to your Mega News Roundup for March 8th, 2019. I'm your host, Hero Azure. ShadowRock isn't here today because he's just about as sick as Peter Punkowski. Yep, that's Snot-Nosed Kid from Mega Man Fully Charged. To be fair, he shouldn't be here anyway, because today just so happens to be his birthday. Happy birthday to ShadowRock. Speaking of Mega Man Fully Charged, episodes 33 through 40 are now live on the Cartoon Network app, or on demand through your local cable provider in North America. Sorry Canadians, there's still nothing for you guys as of right now. This new batch of episodes introduces a new character, the female prankster bot known as Chaotic. At this point, the show's batteries are really showing to wear thin, as we're down to 12 episodes left for Mega Man Fully Charged, at least for the Season 1. It's anyone's guess whether or not Cartoon Network will be interested in renewing the series for a second season. If you can't watch on the app for some reason, the show has finally broken out of its exclusively 6:30 a.m. Sunday morning routine into the weekdays. Specifically, Monday to Friday at 12:30 p.m. starting next week on March 11th. After that, the show will return to Sundays at 6:30 a.m. on March 24th. Although more people will theoretically be awake for a 12:30 p.m. showing, this time slot is still not ideal as the kids that would be the show's prime target audience, they're most likely going to be in school at that time, so you really gotta wonder what Cartoon Network is thinking. In other Mega Man Fully Charged news, Jakks Pacific unveiled a new figure in their toy line at Toy Fair 2019. It's Gutsman. Yep, it's the fully charged Gutsman that takes the word guts quite literally. It includes 6 points of articulation on the shoulders, hips, and knees. A cannon accessory that can also be used with the Mega Man figure, but clearly Gutsman's best feature is his expanding belly and his fart sounds. Yep, you heard me, he actually farts. Now that is a gutsy figure. I suppose after the Gutsman's butt meme, there was only one real way that this figure could have gone. There wasn't much else Mega Man related at Toy Fair 2019, aside from the fully charged toy line we've seen before, but there are a few things. A Mega Man display figure, a soft statue Mega Man by Minted Labs, who is also releasing a Nemesis figure in a similar style later this year, including fully sewn clothing, joints, and 16 points of articulation. We could expect Mega Man to feature the same. You know what's spookier than Nemesis himself though? These Mega Man and Proto Man Grin statues by artist Ron English. Mega Man is based off of the Mega Man 11 design, but it looks like the symbiote has possessed him and Proto there, as they feature a creepy set of teeth that reminds one of Venom or Carnage from the Spider-Man series. Who knows why these exist, but as with the rest of the figures here, there's no info on their availability, if these are even being sold. Would you buy one? Last merch we have for you is some music samples of GM Store's Rockman X2 25th Anniversary Band and Piano albums. The tracks you can rock to include the Capcom logo, the opening, the title screen, Morph Moth stage, and Flame Stag's theme. There is no release date for the full album at this time, but for now you can listen to the samples from the link in the description below. In the video game department, classic Mega Man and Roll Casket costumes have arrived in Street Fighter V. Ryu takes up the Mega Buster and Sakura picks up the wrench. They are available now for $3.99 a piece. You gotta love how Ryu in the Mega Man suit looks identical to Ruby Spears' Mega Man, which goes perfectly with Balrog's Gutsman for maximum meme value. You can also take off the helmet for an alternative look. Oh, and happy Devil May Cry 5 launch day. Don't forget that the Deluxe Edition DLC comes with the Blue Bomber's own Mega Buster for Nero to bust demons with. More on that buster in a launch stream of the game is coming this Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time from yours truly. Now, normally that would be it, but what do you know? We got some ShadowRockZX exclusive news pieces to share with you today from our lovely community. First up, the developers over at Rockman Lab have gotten themselves up to a new exciting fan game project, Mega Man ZX Zeta, which takes place 3 months after the events of their previous fan game, Mega Man ZX Prequel, Light and Dark, and 10 years before the first ZX. You play as Jiro, who we all know well as the chosen one from Model Z. You may also choose to play as the hidden Obdinian agent, Cynthia. Call on the powers of the other biometals such as Model H, F, L, and P through 4 different countries to hunt down the new, or old, Maverick threat. Check out the trailer through the link in the description below. Next, The Mega Man Battle Network-like indie game N-Cycle is back, but this time the guys at 12B3 Games have come up with a complementary game that focuses on the multiplayer aspect of the series, known as N-Cycle Versus. As the devs describe it, N-Cycle Versus is a multiplayer action fighter that's all about winning fast player versus player battles by combining strategy, reflexes, and smart use of the battlefield, as well as your own unique attacks. This game also features a crossover with another Battle Network-esque fan game known as Tri-Wing by including the title character itself. So if you got that Mega Man Battle Network PvP itch, consider giving this one a go. It's available as an early access game on Steam right now for $9.99. Links to both N-Cycle Versus and Tri-Wing will be in the description below. But hey, if the real Mega Man Battle Network titles are more your thing, we got something for you too. Do you remember the Battle Chip Gate? Most of us here in the English-speaking community probably only heard of such a thing from the Mega Man NT Warrior anime, but players more attuned to the Japanese side of things will know that the Battle Chip Gate accessories were released for Rockman EXE 4, 5, and 6 over in Japan. It connected to your GBA via the link port and allowed you to use battle chips that you could buy in real life, a couple of which were included with US copies of Mega Man Battle Network 5 back in the day as well. These chips were also compatible with the PET toys as well. Though aside from that, the battle chip gates themselves never made it here to the States. Now why do we bring this up? Well, thanks to the efforts of developers Endrift and Shinomi, the two GBA emulators MGBA and GBE+, now support all versions of the battle chip gates and their in-game functions, including slotting in chips, Operation Battle, Navi unlocking, Navi change, and playing as Link Navis. Of course, which features are available depends on which EXE game you are playing to. What's more, even though Battle Network 6's Beast Link Gate did not get an official English release, they do have some limited functionality even with the English versions of Mega Man Battle Network 6. You can slot in battle chips and be able to use permanent Beast Out if you want any of the other features like sending Link Navis though, you will have to play the Japanese version Rockman EXE 6. We recommend EXE Guy 11's English patches for both Battle Network 6 Falzar and Gregar when playing the Japanese version, as we've heard that they should be compatible. Links to that patch will be in the description below. Plus, check out the Rockman EXE Zone's post by Professor 9 on the Battle Chip Gate for more information and how to use the feature. One last community development that is worth keeping track of is one of our favorite fan games here on this channel, Mega Man Maker. Version 1.5 has been in development for quite a while now, and thankfully developer Wrecking Programs is recovering from issues with his arm. So there's a lot of new content in the works. Here's the list so far of what we can gather. Some new enemies include the Karakari, the Petite Devil, the Owls, and the Flower Cannons from Hornet Man stage in Mega Man 9. Some new assets include the Rain from Tornado Man stage that can push you forward or back, more types of bodies of water, and the Heat Ladder from Heat Man stage. We have a brand new boss in the form of Concrete Man, and with him come the Concrete Shot, the Tornado Blow, and the Jewel Satellite. A new feature to the stage creator is the favorite selection wheel. That way you can get to the items you use constantly more quickly. And the most recent update reveals that we're getting some Mega Man 8 content too as well. Bunby Tank DX is a new enemy, and Mega Man can wield Swordman's Flame Sword. Nice! A melee weapon! A ton of new aesthetics from Mega Man's 32-bit adventure is also being implemented. All in all, we can't wait to try out Mega Man Maker version 1.5. Last but not least, Death Battle Channel's Mega Man Battle Royale, featuring the 5 most dominant Mega Men, is officially here, and you can watch it now through the link in the description. We won't spoil the outcome here, but if you missed ShadowRock's predictions for the Death Battle before the show, check out our last Mega News video. In addition, ShadowRock also had the opportunity to discuss the Death Battle with the Mega Man Network's LBD Night Train and Rockman Corner's Proto Dude recently, and that will be coming soon too for you to look forward to. That's all we've got for the Mega News updates. As always, for everything Mega Man and Mega Man-esque, keep it right here on ShadowRockZX. Until next time, rock on and keep it stylish.